Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, a feud that has gone back, 15 years since during the Attitude Era, just not on a big stage. Finally, they have started to tell that story.
It took 4 months.
That's all.
You know where this was before they showed it on TV? This was on WWE.com.
Yeah, I watched it on WWE.com.
That's why I watched it too.
That's where all the gems are. WWE.com and the YouTube, that is where you find all the gems.
So we should be watching main event, and we should be watching videos on WWE.com.
Yes. No, because it's you wonder why people are feuding, and you find it on WWE.com, but they don't show on TV. It makes no sense.
That doesn't make sense. Did you think, though, that the package they put together was good at selling this feud and telling this story?
Yes, because it showed how they met. They showed and told how they met. They talked about the best man at his wedding when their children were born, and then they showed Kevin Owens destroying Sami Zayn, making his life a living hell.
Brutal.
And costing them more than half of last year.
And they had that one segment where he's sitting there in the bed and almost crying.
Because Kevin Owens made his debut and essentially took Sami Zayn's spot.
I thought the package was humongous big. I like it.
I thought it was well done. I thought, like we've mentioned this many times, that they talk about how NXT is a niche audience, and we know that audience. That's why we can do the things we do on NXT, but not on Raw. Yeah. But then they bring these guys up from NXT, and they treat it like we should all know who he is, when more than half of that audience is not watching NXT. So finally, after weeks and weeks
4 months,
has it been
since the Royal Rumble?
Ah, that's true. I guess I forgot. Yeah, so they have not told that story. They show that these guys don't like each other, but they give you no backstory.
And then the recent thing, I'm glad they also showed this, that Sami Zayn took Kevin Owens out of that ladder match for the IC title.
Yeah.
They showed that, so that's more recent.
And eliminated on Rumble, too.
Yeah, I thought the vignette was good. I thought it was long overdue. But I think now some people who may not have had knowledge of their story prior to them being on WWE now at least have an idea of why these guys are at each other's throats.
And very harshly at each other's throats, because, I mean, it goes back, like you said, a while.
Yeah, a long, long time.
I mean, like you said, they're putting these people up. Like, I don't know, 80% of the matches on Raw were a newcomer from NXT versus someone who's not really over on the card.
Yeah.
Like,
and
Cody, and then you don't wonder why the match isn't getting any heat.
Yeah, and the casual fan, if they don't watch NXT, they have to relate the baby faces in some way. So you show them that video, like, wow, Kevin Owens did all that to this guy. They have to relate to have a connection with him.
It's especially good, too, that they mentioned, Sami Zayn was at his wedding. Sami Zayn was at the hospital when his son was born. Like, this guy has been by Kevin Owens' side all this time, and then he's still, the first chance he got, he just annihilated him on the first NXT show he was on.
I don't know if you caught this. I don't know if you heard Kevin Owens say that, but he said Sami Zayn shouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah, I love that too.
I love that line.
He said he's known me a long time.
Yeah, he should have seen it coming.
And he also said, I'm not the one carrying the feud. If there's any issues, it's Sami Zayn.
He's taking it personal. And then he even claimed that he was the victim, which I loved. In perfect KO fashion. He's so
good. Did you see that video on Twitter of the house show when him and Triple H teamed against Ambrose and
I did not. I know it happened, but I didn't see the video.
It was so funny because Kevin Owens was like, "Yeah, come on," and they gave him a crotch chop and tagged him Triple H.
Oh, that's so awesome. Good. He really is the best.
So good.
And he's not really supposed to be popping the crowd, but he knows all the right things to do at the perfect times to do them.
Pushes the right buttons.
Now, he has some gems on WWE.com.
Oh, yeah.
He has some gems.
No, he's great. I still felt like this should have been a match featured on WrestleMania.
Definitely.
And I'm disappointed that it wasn't, but I'm glad we're getting it now. I definitely don't think this is a one-off match. I think they're going to let this go for a while. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Who walks out of there victorious on Sunday at Payback? Sami Zayn.
He needs the win.
I'm going Kevin Owens.
Are you?
I'm going KO.
And I'm assuming by underhanded means to do it?
Definitely.
Okay, I could get behind that. I think Sami Zayn as well. I think we all said if they had a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, we all saw Sami Zayn going over and winning the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, he would need to win.
In a ladder match, most of us said Kevin Owens would win. One guy was right that Zack Ryder was going to take home the IC title. I think Sami Zayn goes over. Like you said, I think he needs it more. I think they're still building him. I think Kevin Owens is on pretty solid footing.
I don't think Sami Zayn needs it as much as you say. I mean, maybe he does need it more, but I think the best way to have this feud continue is to have Kevin Owens win.
Well, no, I don't think so because Sami Zayn, he's still new. Kevin Owens is a mid guy. Kevin Owens loses all the time now, but he's so good at what he does. A loss won't hurt him. Like Kevin Owens loses, you won't be upset because
he won't.
You won't remember Kevin Owens loss.
My question is, if Kevin Owens loses, why is he going to go back after Sami Zayn? Just pride? Because that's what I mean.
Yeah, because
what's the reason?
Yeah, because he's going to come back. Hey, you beat me. You shouldn't beat me. So he's going to go out and take Sami Zayn. I think they'll have a gimmick match at Extreme Rules probably. I don't know if they're going to throw in an Elimination Chamber again, but I do know they'll be in the Money in the Bank together.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Owens wins that.
Best thing for the feud is KO wins. He DQs.
It's not a one-off feud. It's not a one-off feud though.
So the thing could go obviously can go one of two ways. Either Kevin Owens wins or Sami Zayn wins. I think they have a story to tell either way. If Zayn wins, it is the angry Kevin Owens that lost to Dean Ambrose that said, "I'm going to truly drive Dean Ambrose insane. I'm going to put him in a mental institution." The guy who just can't let it go. Yeah, Sammy, you shouldn't beat me. And he'll just keep coming after him to prove that he's better. If Owens wins, you tell the story of the babyface making that chase to try to climb that mountain. So you could tell a good story either way. I just feel like, yeah, Kevin Owens has been losing more matches recently, and I just think they're really trying to build Sammy up, so I think he's going to get the win. I wouldn't be shocked if KO won, obviously. I never would be shocked with him winning, but I think Sammy wins. So we got 2 for Sammy and 1 for... See, this is where you could separate yourself from the pack once again.
Pulling away.